guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Olaide. If this is your first time, you're most definitely welcome. Today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my eyebrow and how I get it tamed and the updated version of how I do my eyebrows, because on my Instagram story I asked, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm gonna leave my name on the screen so you can go and check that out. Anyways, today's video I'm going to be talking about this topic because on my story I asked what scares you guys mostly in makeup, and most of you said it was eyebrow. And I'm still surprised in 2023 that a lot of people still don't know how to do their eyebrows. So today I'm gonna take you through it step by step and detail to detail, everything you need to get your brows to go from 0 to 100. Currently I have microblading on. I've had this microblading for like 2.5 years, or let's say 2 years. But yeah, the way I'm going to explain it even though you don't have any brows on, you will be able to draw your own eyebrow. So yeah, if you want to know how to draw your eyebrow, keep on watching. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this video. Now, the first reason why you may not know how to do your eyebrow, maybe because you do not have the right skill set. And what I mean by skill sets is that the method that you apply your makeup, or the technique that you use to apply your makeup. And what I mean is, how do you apply your makeup? Do you do your skin makeup first? Do your eye makeup first? Or do you do your lip makeup first? These things determine if you will be able to grip into your brows and then get it done and get it right. Now, usually when I do my makeup, I like to section my face into 3 parts, which is skin, eye, and then finishing sets. So the skin contains my foundation, the skin prep, concealer, and all of that, while the eye makeup consists of the eyebrow, the eyeshadow, and my eyelashes, and the finishing sets consist of the lips and basically setting spray and all of that. This is a method you can adopt to help you to easily be able to put on your brows, because if you don't have the right skill also, it may be difficult for you to place your eyebrow. And if you're the type of person that applies your eye makeup, like your eyebrow first before the rest of your makeup, this can hinder you from getting the right brows or the right result. However, we're not here for skin makeup, so I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do my skin makeup, and then we're going to jump into the eye makeup. What I'm doing right now is my skin makeup. Once we get to the eye makeup, I'm going to join you guys and explain in detail. We're done with the skin makeup. The next thing we're gonna move on to now is the eye makeup, which is my eyebrows. Essentially, for me, I literally have almost nothing in my brows, so I went to get like micro needling about 2 years ago, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. I still like to go into it and just refill it a little bit and all of that, and over the years my skills and technique has changed. I've improved. I've done so well from my very first time I apply my brows. Now what I like to do is very simple. I just like to apply some setting powder into my brows just to remove every excess oil or excess product from my brows, and then I like to go in a brow pomade. Deluxe Beauty sent me this on Instagram and I did an unboxing video, so make sure to check that out. And I like to take that pomade and just apply it on my brow with the 2-in-1 applicator, also from Deluxe Beauty. And I'm just going to brush out that brow with this spoolie on the other side of the applicator. Brushing it out, I like to wiggle that spoolie brush into my brows and then brush it upwards and outwards so I can get into my brows hair in details. Flipping the applicator to the other side again, I'm going to go ahead and use the flat side just to lay my brows as flat as possible. After doing that, I like to go in my setting powder also just to set that down, so I'm sure that my brow is not gonna move until the end of the day or the end of the night. Now for the next thing on the list, you can decide to use your brow pencil or your brow gel, but for me I like to use the brow gel and an angle brush. Going with the gel, this is also from J Luxy Beauty and I have the shade Mahogany. I'm going to apply a little bit at the back of my hand. I'm going in with the flattest angle brush that I have. I'm just going to draw like light stroke into my brows. I have a tutorial of this stroke in one of my very first videos. I will leave a link down below so you can go ahead and check that out. It's so easy to put down these strokes once you already gel down your brows with the brow pomade. Also, one of the reasons why you may not be able to get your brows well, maybe because you rush into it, you want to finish very fast. This is me applying my brow in real time. This video is not being sped up at all, and you can see how much I take my time. Take your time, use a smaller mirror to really get into the detail and see what you're doing clearly. Doing your brows is one of the most important thing when you're doing your makeup, so you really just want to take the time and get into the detail. Once you're done with the application, the next thing is to conceal. I use this MAC palette for my concealing, and this process you really don't want to take it to heart. You really just want to do what it says. You want to conceal all the excess part of your brows. For me, I like to cut out the tail because I have an oval face, so I just like to go in little by little, also like drawing a light stroke and really concealing and removing every excess part of my brow just to make it clean and neat and put together. Now, one thing a lot of people love to do is conceal the top of their brow, but for me, I really don't really fancy it. I like to go into detail with my underbrow and get my brow to be concealed into perfection, and I totally just leave the top like that because any little mistake can cause a flashback, and I really love to avoid flashback. So what I prefer to do is go back in my application brush and make sure that the top is perfect and it's good without the top concealer. One of the main tips I would like to give you today is also get a distance mirror to see if your brows are symmetrical, if they're identical, if they're doing enough, or however you want your brows to be. But for me, they necessarily don't have to look the same. They can look like sisters, they can look like cousins. As long as they look neat and presentable, you're good to go. You're really good to go. Once I'm done with my brows, I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and use that to blend out every arch line and really blend that concealer to sit into my eyelid, and then we're gonna move into doing the eye makeup. Ooh. And yes, we are done with the eyebrow tutorial. What do you guys think? I think it's fantastic, pretty easy and straight to the point. This is what the final result looks like. I hope the techniques and the skills I showed you would be useful for you and help you to get your eyebrows done and get you to be friendly with your brows. The last tip I will add for you is that make sure you practice and practice and practice your brows. You know, you cannot really compare what I would do with what you would do, so make sure to practice every day, twice a week, 3 times a week, until you get your brows into perfection. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys now. If you want to see this, if you want to see me explain this makeup tutorial, make sure to subscribe and turn on that post notification, so when I post the full detail, you'll be notified. Bye, and I'll see you in the next one.